to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulation.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
I could care less.
You're not the only one saying that, sir. What's his name again?
John Hurdle.
John Hurdle. Yes, John Hurdle. I was talking to someone about him the other day.
Father of Adam.
Oh, I was talking to Tooch about him the other day. He was like, where does... Nah, I got you. He's like, I can't stop saying, now I got you.
Now I got you.
So I had to explain the John Hurdle, his kid just shot himself to see what it felt like
But he
story.
didn't.
Well, not his son. But
Long story.
Yeah, he's a
Why don't you level with me then?
Anyway, welcome to the Detroit Cast, powered by DealsInTheD.com with Mike and Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Hey, Jay.
Hi, Mike.
How are you?
I can't get used to your glasses, man.
I know.
Where are my glasses?
Where are my glasses?
I can't get used to them, dude.
Yeah, they're...
They kind of magnify your eyes in a weird way.
I know they magnified everything up. Like if I look down, you're like, you're just a wisp of a man, Jay. And then I put my glasses on, you're like,
It's sort of like Coke bottle thing going. You know?
Yeah, they're weird for sure. But dude, I it's over.
Yeah.
I cannot see without them. I wake up and I look at my phone. Nah, forget it.
So
Done.
are you gonna get real glasses, or are you gonna stick with
Glasses?
the glasses?
Yeah,
Gonna stick with the CVS.
I get like nauseous wearing them though. Like going back and forth. I swear to God, I get a little like.
As he indicated, you need the bifocal.
Dude, I don't know
You need
what
to
I
go to
need.
the ophthalmologist, Mike.
I went to remember when I was remember I had that crazy weekend. I was I had a party and then I was downtown at Campus Mart. I was just
Oh man,
all
sounds
over
like a
the
normal
place.
weekend for Mike.
I mean,
How long are we going to hear that you went out of
Out of the
weekend?
house.
It was.
I mean,
it was
How many
just,
times are we gonna hear that he left the house?
It was a
Honestly.
lot.
He's gonna
Let's
milk
just
this son
say.
of a
I mean,
bitch.
it was here and then up early and then Campus
that's
Martius
normal for a lot of
and,
people.
shopping. But I went over to
just
that
a weekend.
Beth and I were walking around. As we probably walked. I don't. God knows how many miles we walked, but
Sure.
in Christmas delight, and so we were walking down Woodward, and there's that eyeglass shop. What is it? Parker Werbley or Warber Parker or something. I don't know. And so we went in there
No idea.
because and they've got all kinds of frames and stuff. And so I was trying them on, and so I might get a pair from there. They were like $95.
You've succumbed.
Yeah, I have. It's not good, but I got to tell you, I like seeing things not blurry. It is nice.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
Hey, insurance, we all need it. Most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change all that. He's got 29 years in the business. He offers all types of insurance coverage, including auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, more. Call Brent Wasik, 734-455-1900. Get a free, no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900.
Who was it in the room that was questioning my
Oh, both of us? All of us?
my claims?
I'm sure you even questioned yourself.
Dude, it got kind of late last night by the time I started, my baking. I'm not a perfectionist as far as confections go, but I wanted to get off to a good start. And so I was like, oh, man.
So you went to Beth's? Let me guess. You went to
getting late.
Beth's.
I did go to Beth's. I wanted to do something with her. I wanted to bake with her, but
To what extent did she
Personally,
do this?
Mike,
be
personally,
honest.
I'll be totally honest with you. I went to the store, sans anyone, and I went through the aisle with my little notes. Thank God I had my glasses so I could read them of the thing Gab sent me with the ingredients. And I went up and down the aisles. I was there for probably, 4.5, maybe 5 hours trying to find the ingredients because it was like, where the fuck
Almond
is
extract.
vanilla extract?
Yeah.
Where the fuck are crushed walnuts? Where the fuck is unsweetened cocoa? These are all new things to me. And then I had to find eggs. You know how hard it is to find eggs in a grocery store when you don't know where they are? It took me hours. And so I went by myself and bought all the shit, spent, $600 or so, right? On flour and sugar and brown sugar and this and that. And then I took it over to Beth's because I wanted to do, cook together. And
So you're like, here,
no,
Beth.
No, I did not do that. I went and I was like, okay, we need this. And I'd pull out the butter. And I was like, we need a cup of this softened. You put that in the microwave. And so she would do that. And then I would go, okay, now we need a cup of this. And I'd pour the cup. And then she was mixing it while I was adding the ingredients. And
Did you measure carefully?
I measured twice, cut once for everything we
Good.
did. But then I realized that Gab sent me on the worst fucking cookie on the planet. Like, she made it hard on me. Like, she didn't have to do that, but she did. She made my job very, very hard. Because I was like, okay, I mean, I've made chocolate chip cookies before where it's like you put the ball of chocolate dough or the dough with the chips in it.
Into your mouth.
Into your mouth, and then you put one on the thing, and then you put it in the oven, and then it flattens, and then you get this warm, soft cookie that comes out afterwards if you don't burn it. And so hers was like, I'm like, it's now 8:30 at night. Beth had to work today, so we didn't have all night. And so I get to the thing, and it's like, okay, now we need to mix these ingredients. And so we start mixing them, and then it's like, now cover and put in the fridge for 2 hours at least. What? What?
Had to let it rest.
Son of a bitch. And Beth's like, nah, we don't need to do that
Those
step.
are the Rolo ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, we don't need to do that step. And I'm like, it says we do that step. You like to ignore steps. I'm not ignoring Gab's step. It says it's important. So we
Ignore
put it in
at
there.
your peril.
It would have been because we put this thing in there for 2 hours and sat and waited. And then it came out and it was like, now you have to cut this dough into 4 parts. Take one part out, put the others back in the fridge. God forbid they warm it all. And then we had to do the Rolo part. Had the Rolos, right?
Yeah.
And so we start doing that, and all of a sudden, she gets about 6 of them in of the 12 that we're doing. And all of a sudden, she cannot roll. Beth is trying to do these, and I'm peeling the Rolos. And she's making the balls to put on the thing. And all of a sudden, they won't work. It's warmed too much at this point, and now it's all falling apart. We have to put back in the fridge, let chill again, and then put it in there, and the end result, sir.
They don't look like Gabs, but let's see.
Those are handmade by me, sir.
Dude, you have these in suitable little plastic ware and everything?
Yeah.
Like, Beth must have provided these.
Oh, God, yes. Oh, yeah, I did nothing to this. Will you try one?
They're bigger than what I'm used to, but
I've never seen these cookies in my life.
okay.
And? Come on.
Yeah, not bad.
I mean, I'm thinking about going into this as a new profession, so please, be honest
they're
with
good,
me.
man.
Are they good?
Yeah,
Jesus?
for sure.
I don't like Rolos, to be honest with you.
I don't give a shit. Try one, Ian. Tell
What
me
is a
if
Rolo?
I like
baking
baked.
is good.
Dude, it's
I baked,
chocolate and
dude.
caramel.
I don't like caramel.
Nice work, man. And you
Huh?
did you buy chopped walnuts, or did you chop them yourself?
I bought chopped walnuts.
Lazy.
Yeah, it was a bag, and I was like, oh, chopped walnuts. And then,
I would have bought them pre-chopped, by the way.
Thank you, Jesus.
That
Thank
is
you.
No, I would not give anyone a problem with that.
And while we were waiting those 2 hours, I didn't sit on my laurels. I did not rest on my laurels, Jay. I could have easily sat down and Netflixed and chilled.
Laurel resting at all.
None. As far as laurel resting goes, none was done on my
Baking
part.
night. And what did you do? You made sugar cookies too?
I was like, look, the chef needs to sit down for 5 minutes. I'm not going to Netflix and chill, but I need 5 minutes. And so I laid down for 5 minutes. Bear quickly came in, licked my face, woke me up, and was like, you got bakes to do. And so I was like, okay. And so then I went and I made frosting and by hand. And I made the sugar cookies, and these are the ones I made.
Are these sugar cookies? Did you make the dough, or did you just buy?
I didn't.
Yeah,
I did what you suggested. I bought the pre-made sugar cookies, but it's really about the frosting.
Yeah, and it's the design, right?
Yeah.
That's
So there's my one.
that's a penis head, I think.
But do you see the way it's coming? The white frosting is coming out of the tip of
it's
the
on
dick
a
head.
green background,
see.
red penis, and then the white.
Do you know how hard it is to draw a red dong with white cum frosting drizzling out of the dick tip?
I would imagine rather hard.
It's not as easy as you would
Takes
think.
time.
This one I made
Penis.
personally.
It says penis on it. It's a red background with a green penis and stripes.
Christmassy. Christmassy. Red and green. E.
Before you eat those, you should.
So that's penis. I also made
A candy cane.
candy cane. Delicious looking
There's some
candy
detail there. That's good.
cane. Yep. I made a TDC cookie
Oh, nice.
with sprinkles on it.
Do you have to touch them all? Because I'm not going
I
to try
do.
them if you're going to
Well,
touch
here,
them.
Jay, I made this personally for you. So go ahead and take that.
Is that a dick or something?
No. It
Oh, it says J. Yeah.
Look at that. Can you see that?
Sorta. Wow, Mike.
I'm gonna move these to somewhere else so I can take a picture.
Okay. This is the.
They're a little dry. I got to be honest with you.
Oh shit.
Well,
This is the red and blue swirl of death with sprinkles.
okay.
Do you see it? Mm-hmm. This is the purple swirl of death that I made. I made this one for E.
Nice.
See that one? It's just purple for you, E.
I
With
like
an E
it.
on it.
I like it.
You used a lot of red food coloring, didn't you? Couldn't help but notice.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's like the worst thing on the planet in terms of ingesting red food coloring.
I thought it was blue dye
No,
number 5.
it's
Or
red.
Red? Shit. Oh, my bad. And then this is
Oh, good. You got the red hots.
purple face with sprinkle beard guy. Is it what that is? I think this is my most creative. Purple circle of death.
You got into it, man.
I did.
Look at you.
Look at that. You guys doubted me.
Embrace the Yuletide. Now, if Beth wasn't involved, would you have pulled
Did
this
you take
off?
a pic? Did we get a picture of the J cookie before
No,
you?
I
Dude, that was my best piece of art. Now, what were you going to ask?
If Beth wasn't
Can I
involved,
eat
could
one
you
of
have pulled
these?
this off? Be honest.
Eat your E cookie. E.
Okay, fine.
If Beth wasn't involved, could I? Yes, it would have been harder.
Would you have done it though? Obviously, you could. I mean, you're a capable person. But
I was absolutely going to have this. I was not going to let you guys gloat and high five each other and chest bump all morning, going, "I knew he wouldn't fucking bake pussy." I wasn't going to do that to myself.
Jay is right. I mean,
They're dry, dude.
I don't love sugar cookies.
should
Personally,
have
I
made
don't even
your
like
own
sweets.
dough, man.
I don't love
Shouldn't have
sweets
followed
even.
my
but
You think
they're-
it's the dough's fault?
Yeah.
When I do
think
have
so,
sugar
too.
cookies, I like that really soft sugar. Cookie.
Well, okay, I'll be honest with you guys. I put those in the oven, and it said 10 to 14 minutes, so I did 12. And then when I pulled them out at 12, they looked not done. So I put them in, and at 14, they looked not done.
Oh wow.
and
you
so I
fucked
probably
up.
went to
You
16.
done fucked up.
I probably went to 16 in a
Yeah.
very good oven. It was not lacking heat. And, yeah.
Dried them out.
I did. It's my fault. It's my first round ever. And I think I killed it with the chocolate balls.
I think that is not the easiest cookie to make, obviously, given
Yeah.
your description of it, and
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you pulled it off, man. They're
hard.
good. Hey, if you love me, Mike, and Ezus as much as Steve Gabar and the hottest sales staff in Oakland County do, take your ass over to Zott Ford and Holly and get yourself a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV this holiday season. They'll put a big bow on top, I heard.
Oh, good.
As you know, there is no better way to support TDC than to support our sponsors and our friends at Zott Ford. They were the first. Surf their sexy deals and massive inventory at dealsinthed.com.
Dude, the Rolo cookie was good. The sugar cookie was a little dry, but you know what? To me, you didn't even use the real mix anyway, so I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But the Rolo cookie was actually way better than I expected.
Now,
it to be.
how does
Excellent.
the
Excellent.
12 minutes you just spent on that square with your objection to local TV's, chef segments?
Because I said fuck and pussy
Oh, okay.
and penis cookie with cum drizzle. Like I said all of those things.
that made it better.
Yeah.
More interesting.
Well, it's not like because I didn't have a fake smile on my face going, here's what you're going to need to do, folks. Make sure you set it. And when it comes out of the oven, it's going to look like this. Like, I didn't do that fluffy horse shit thing where I fake like you're
okay.
supposed to be impressed with this. And
Can
you
you
guys
send
were,
us to the water skiing squirrel?
yeah. Oh, that's great, man. And, hopefully you get your holiday bake on as well. Jay, let's send it over to you. I understand you've got a water skiing squirrel this holiday
Have you
season.
seen this little guy?
I have
Isn't he
not.
a cutie?
I am looking forward to it. I got to tell you.
Look at him on those skis.
I
Look
got
at
to
him.
tell you.
Got a remote control boat that just pulls him around that pool. Look at him go!
Oh, that son of a
His
bitch.
name's
Look at him.
Sparky.
Of course, his name's Sparky. Jay, one of my favorite new things is that you have embraced not only the holidays, the Yuletide, as it were, but you've embraced TV for the first time, I think, in many, many years.
Yes, I think that's accurate. I've embraced the documentary in particular.
And you're into Netflix, you're into Hulu.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think you need
Both of
cable
those.
anymore. Like, I
Good
don't think I
thing.
need
Don't need
cable
cable
anymore.
anymore.
Good
What-
thing.
What am I spending $200 on cable for? I've got Hulu now and Netflix.
You don't need to.
Amazon
YouTube.
Prime, YouTube.
Yeah.
We don't need it anymore.
You
but
don't.
I understand you watched a new
I
documentary.
watched the Gaga last night.
Aha.
Gaga, 5'2".
5'2", yes.
Yeah, I love the Gaga going into that. I really do.
You like her as
I'm
an
partial
artist?
to the Gaga. I like her as an artist, and just I like her kind of freaky nature, you know.
Really?
And I
See,
totally,
I wouldn't have-
I know, I totally get that it's all contrived and it's all
Yeah.
to make you go, oh my God, what's Gaga wearing
Oh
now?
my God, she's wearing a meat
But I don't know why
suit.
I like her. I've always liked the Gaga, and I think part of it is because she's not like the stereotypical beauty, but
yeah.
yet she doesn't
she's
fucking
not,
care.
She's not super hot.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
But she's just like, there's my titties, whatever, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And she just kind of goes for it, right?
Yeah, it's funny because I always have liked the Gaga as well. There's a couple people, Katy Perry's first album I really liked before all the candy cane and fluff bullshit because
See,
she
I
can
like the
sing.
Gaga way
she can
more.
write. She can sing, write, and play. That I respect. I don't care who you are.
The Gaga can.
So can Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Katy Perry's gone the fucking whole dancer routine and like wannabe Britney Spears from the '90s routine, which sucks. But if you look at like her one of the Boys album or her Unplugged, it's just good shit. I'm sorry, it is. And Gaga is very similar. I have many Gaga albums. I bet you didn't know that. And I respect Gaga's stuff too. Although I never liked the, I'm going to come out dressed as garbage.
See, I like that.
I'm going to come out dressed in a dress made of meat.
I like the meat dress.
Or I'm going to come out in a giant egg. People are going to carry me out in an egg.
Yes.
Well,
I
I will
like
say,
that.
I think in this
Really?
Yeah, the Gaga.
Well,
And I know it's a Madonna ripoff, and that's why Madonna hates her and everything.
But it's just a look at me.
I know.
You hate look at me people.
I know, but I like the Gaga for
You
some reason.
despise
I
look at
know.
me people.
I
But
know.
dude, if you watch this movie, and there's things, I have feelings, I feel the same about both of you about her. I actually like her.
You ain't afraid to catch feels, are you?
I'm not. Definitely not afraid to catch feels. But no, but I still like her. I know what you're going to say about her after this movie because I think we have the same opinion. But one thing in this movie she does say, though, is a lot of that stuff was her way of anti-sexualizing. Like them telling her that, look, you have to be sexy. This is something you have to do. No, I thought she had a good answer for what that was, like, in this movie, to me.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same thing. It's a different way of going look at me.
Yeah,
Well,
Like, by being
that's an artist.
sexy-
she's
You're
completely
a singer.
completely self-absorbed, and it's
Yeah.
interesting. Like, I laughed so many times during this
Yeah.
documentary. You turn this thing on and watch it, and it's not supposed to be funny. It's just her.
Yeah.
And there's so much fucking drama that she brings upon herself. So much
No
emotional,
question.
mental, and physical pain that she exhibits through this thing. And I couldn't help but laugh, and I love the Gaga. And
Her
I still-
shit with Joanna, with Nana.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like-
it's so dramatic, and I know that's what makes those people what they are.
Yeah.
just that emotion and shit. That's what gets them to write that way and
See-
perform that way. But dude,
Yeah, yeah.
you can't help think with all these artists, like, stop fucking overthinking it. It's not that dramatic.
Yeah.
It's not that complicated.
See, it's funny because you are someone that was born without the gene of human emotion, and I am somewhere in between you, dead on the inside, and Gaga, who's just like sobbing at every
oh my
turn.
God.
And
How many
just
times
like,
did she hug people and
oh,
sob?
so emotional.
and I couldn't help but laugh.
I know. And so, like, I remember my Nana, and I remember, whatever. I have feels about my Nana and my Papa, but not like she's like playing this song for her
It
Nana.
meant way more to her than it did her Nana.
I know. Her Nana's like, yeah, whatever.
The song is about her aunt that passed at like 19 years old or something. So the Nana's daughter.
I don't even think Gaga was born yet when this
Right.
person
She-
died. She didn't even know
She
her.
didn't know Joanne, her aunt.
Right.
But she wrote this song about Joanne, and she's playing it for the first time for her Nana, the mother of Joanne.
Yeah.
And, you can't
Nana's like,
judge
"Eh."
what Nana's thinking, but it certainly looked like Gaga was way more broken up than Nana was.
I mean, Gaga was sobbing as she brought herself to tears
She
at her
definitely did.
own lyrics
Yeah.
and music.
But
that
I love
was
the
funny.
whole time she's lamenting that she can't like keep a man,
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
that
it's
is
like, dude,
interesting.
stop with the drama, man. I mean,
Yeah.
what dude could put up with that shit?
I
You
know.
see a day in the life of this chick. She's got masseuses all over her and makeup.
The
people and
masseuse
hair.
thing is when it gets me. I'm not saying she doesn't have some health issue. She probably does. She probably has some
Yeah,
back
so
issue
the
that we
deal
don't
is, I
understand.
guess she broke a hip at one point, and she's been suffering, according to her, just
Right.
awful, awful pain daily for years. And so
Right.
when she goes out there and performs, she's just pushing through it. It's
Yeah.
amazing what the
It's
Gaga
like
can
Prince. It killed Prince, for
Yeah.
God's sakes,
So she just pushes through this, but behind the scenes, what you get in this documentary is the real deal, the real Gaga,
Mm.
and you see what she goes through, the injections and the physical pain. And
Yeah,
the
she's
masseuse
crying with
crying.
a towel over her face as they're just stretching her legs out. She's
Well, she has
I
that,
don't
like-
think I can go
I
on.
love it.
I love when she pulls up at the studio too. She's
Hits
gonna work
the-
and slams into the guy's car.
Yeah, she's in this big truck, big pickup or something.
How do you do that? Pull into a parking lot and slam into the guy's Porsche or whatever he's driving.
You
by the
do
way-
it if you need to create some drama for that scene. So
Yeah,
then it's,
probably.
oh my God, will you forgive me?
Mark.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you don't believe it.
By the way-
feel so bad.
What is he supposed to say, by the way? I mean, what is his she's saying, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, are you going to forgive me? I mean, what is he going to say? You
I know, the whole-
rip into her and be like, no, dude, you know what, dude? I know you're Lady Gaga, but no, you just drilled my car. Like,
Gaga.
Or Gaga, sorry,
It's
I
a
apologize.
fender bender, and it's Lady Gaga. Like when she's like, "Can you forgive me?" It's like, bitch, why don't I have a brand new one in the parking lot already?
I know.
You're Lady Gaga.
Why are we even talking about this?
Yeah, why
Gaga?
is this a discussion? You should have thrown that one in the dumpster with its fender bent, and then got me a new one. You're Gaga, for Christ's sakes. The scene that we most enjoyed, I'm assuming, as a trio, was sitting poolside with Lady Gaga.
Oh, right.
Ridiculous.
My
in my opinion.
favorite scene by a mile, and it's Gaga
She's sitting there with a couple yes men
and a
designers.
couple. So she's got a gay guy, lesbian, maybe gay guy,
And she's sitting there discussing
friend.
how she's going to dress for the next year. She's already
Right.
done the glam thing, and I think my fans have already seen that and they expect that, but that's not where I am as a woman anymore. And so
Yeah.
she's like, I want a uniform, like a black and white, just simple.
Simple.
And the designers are like, it's gold. Oh my God, I
It's
think you've
perfect.
identified something that's just gold, Gaga.
Where do you come up with this stuff? It's brilliant.
And in the middle of this discussion, she just like takes off her top. She's just like, yeah,
Like,
I'm more comfortable like this.
Like, let's be very, very clear about this. It's like, Jay, you and I are discussing something. We're like, you know what? I think for next year, we're really going to need. And as I'm discussing this, all of a sudden my pants come down.
Out come your
I'm
cock and balls.
My cock and balls. And not that I'm hiding them or anything. I'm spread legged at you 2 feet away.
Yeah.
Dick and balls just hanging out. And just straight faced, continuing the exact conversation we've been having all along. Because that's what Gaga did. Just like in mid discussion, let me just
Gaga!
undo my bathing suit top and flop my titties out, and nobody. I rewound that
Genius.
scene so many times, not to look at her titties. Her titties are fine;
Yeah.
they're great. To look at everyone's eyes to see if anyone just glanced down
Yeah.
at all, and no one
No.
did. No
Means
one
it
even
happens every day.
reacted. It was just like, oh yeah, Gaga's got her tits flopped out.
Yeah, her manager's
Cool.
sitting there, male manager.
And he's
dude-
just in
Yeah.
discussion, like, yeah,
Absolutely.
No,
You need
I
a
think
uniform, black and white.
I
yeah.
think we should. And I'm sitting there going, are we just going to all ignore the fact that she just whipped her titties out? Really? Like, I mean,
my
that's
guess
pretty
is
sweet.
she probably
but-
does it so much
Yeah.
that honestly, that is probably not that. Dude, it's so ridiculous. You're right. That scene is so ridiculous. I'm just guessing.
Do you know how
based-
fucking rock I'd be sitting there if I was in the lounger next to her? And I mean, I couldn't help but I'd smile. I'd start as soon as she started to undo that clasp on the back. You would see me slowly get a shit-eating grin.
Yeah, you
kinda
never
like
get
the
tired of
Grinch.
titties.
And then it would be like, fucking yeah. I'd be going, fucking yeah. And like high five the guy next to me. He'd be like, what? You're like, nothing.
See, here's the thing. That doesn't seem as obnoxious to me. That scene isn't even as obnoxious to me as the very opening scene of the movie, where she's like with her family, like her mom and like nieces. There's like 6 and 7-year-olds, and she is walking around with a shirt that is like, I haven't seen it in a while at this point, but I mean, her tits are pretty much just out.
Side boob
and like
out
and like her
and
panties.
ass,
Like I mean, she is like
Oh, yeah.
literally like in
the
panties.
sweatpants with the thong
Yeah, there you go.
just towering above.
See, that to me is more disturbing because she is like in with family. Like it is like breakfast time, and there's like a 7-year-old niece running around, her mom, and you're right, her thong is hanging out, and her tits
Yeah, but
are just.
Gaga's financing this whole operation.
I know, but
If
I'm
she wants to
She's
go
the
around,
Gaga.
I'm just
if
saying
she wants
that
to go around
disturbs
just heaving mounds of bush on display,
She could.
She could in front of her 7-year-old niece. Who gives a
I
shit?
understand that.
She's financing the whole thing.
I understand that. To me, it's just not as disturbing or a big deal that in front of her manager and this probably, like you said, probably some gay guy. They are out at the pool. She is in her bikini. That, although weird and how it's handled is weird.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. But this is like, dude, this is her walking around in the morning. She has to have her thong sticking out. That's where it really was
She's
like.
just shameless the whole time, just walking around with her ass sticking out. And that's
Yeah.
like what I started with. Like one of the things I like about her, she's not classically hot, but she's just like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Here's my ass.
Yeah, but she's very, very talented, and I
do agree with that.
I like the the discovery of her, in New York clubs playing piano, just kind of dirty, broke, scummy, playing in greasy, smoky places, and just destroying every night. Like, that's awesome. Like, I can respect that. Where it's not like someone found at a mall search somewhere,
Right.
you know, where they're looking for
Debbie Gibson. or
yeah,
some
the
shit.
perfect blonde bob that they can go and exploit, but it's like someone that's actually surviving through those clubs. That, like, I have mad respect for that. But and it really follows. If you haven't seen it, it's worth a watch. It's called Lady Gaga 5'2", I believe is called
And it
on
works,
Netflix.
It works up to the Super Bowl appearance.
Right.
It's all moving toward that and planning for that and preparing and
Yeah, it's her figuring out that she's getting the Super Bowl. You know, it was down to her and a few other artists, and then it's announced that it's hers, and it's this big moment. And that would be quite amazing to do the Super Bowl and then plan for that event. So
Do we know who's
it's cool.
doing it this year?
Isn't it Justin Timberlake?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because people were bitching that Janet Jackson wasn't involved.
Right.
Why not Janet
Dude,
Jackson?
Wouldn't that be kick-ass, though, if as a surprise, like, she popped up from under the ground and that there was that moment at the end where the two of them were on stage again? I'm not saying he should pull her tits out, but
Would that be kick ass?
I think it would. Dude, a callback like that, I think it would be cool. Because a lot of people think that destroyed her career as a black woman and didn't hurt his career as a white boy. Like, those racists. They hated her for her titty flapping up, but they didn't blame Justin. I think it'd be a cool callback.
Hey, Michael Kowalski. He's reminding you that Kowalski is more than just a sausage company. Kowalski's pre-sliced packages of bologna, ham, and olive loaf are the best thing since, well, sliced meat. Kowalski quality for over 97 years.
That was a taxi driver that detonated the bomb in New York yesterday, New York City. I don't know. Do we know he was a taxi driver at the time?
I did not know that until you just said it.
Yes. And apparently he did it on purpose, detonating it. You know, they were saying, like, oh, it accidentally went off. He's saying no. He was pissed off as he was walking through that subway station after seeing the walls that were lined with Christmas ornaments and posters. And it reminded him of all the violence against Muslims all over the world. Initial reports suggested the pipe bomb, which is made from a pipe, a 9-volt battery, match heads, sugar, Christmas tree lights, and screws. Did you know those items
No, I did
together? I didn't either. But he says no, it was not set off prematurely. It went off as I intended. His name was Bill Stevens. Wait, no, Kayed Ullah was his name. And Mr. Ullah told police he was walking through the underground tunnel at 7:20. That's when he saw the posters on the wall, which reminded him of ISIS's calls last month for lone wolves and militants to attack holiday markets. And that's why he purposely set it off there.
So he just wears a pipe bomb all the time, and he was reminded, oh, I saw the posters. Yeah, gotta do this.
That's why I'm strapped to this thing. This is what I was looking for. Unfortunately, his didn't go off in a blaze of glory. It was more of a... And then it just kind of singed his belly.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else are they saying about this fine, upstanding young man? He's a Bangladeshi immigrant. We knew that. And he wanted to state that he was specifically inspired by ISIS, not Al-Qaeda.
Fuck them.
Not Al-Qaeda. The attack comes after his neighbors say they heard a huge fight coming from the shit box they were living in, yelling and screaming over 2 nights. Ullah, who was allowed to stop... Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. No. Mr. Ullah was allowed to stop and pray multiple times during his interrogation.
God damn it.
Why? Maybe for the information. He was taken to Bellevue Hospital to be treated for serious burns and lacerations to his abdomen and hands. Trump's blaming lax immigration. He's another one of these that came over. He's got a full green card, driver's license, help from the government, and he came over on one of these like family things where it's like some piece of shit gets into the country, and so bring 20 family members. Fuck it.
Oh, man.
Then let's fast track them. Just bring them all in. And so 7 years ago, he was one of the lucky recipients of that, and was able to just kind of march right in the door. Hello, welcome to America, and join the party.
Do Democrats get mad when Republicans bring up immigration issues in the wake of terrorist attacks?
Yeah.
Because Republicans get really mad when Democrats bring up gun control issues in the wake of mass shootings.
Sure.
And so do Republicans recognize that they're pretty much the same thing? I mean, they're both political issues.
If they're being honest with themselves,
yeah,
sure.
Which they're never. I mean, isn't it natural when something happens like this to ask why and who's to blame for this? So in both instances,
yes.
terrorist attack and mass shootings, isn't that natural to do? So I don't
Well,
understand why the political parties get so mad at each other, and it's so out of bounds to bring this up in the wake of something like this. Oh my gosh, the the bodies have barely cooled, and we're already talking about gun control.
Yeah.
Well,
it seems like you're leaving something on the table if you don't mention it then.
They're politicians, man.
Like, how
They're
weird would
scoring
it be?
political points.
How weird would it be if we go 2 months without a massive gun anything in the country, and all of a sudden there's just outrage over gun control issues? Like, it would just seem out of place. Like, why are you bringing this shit up now, man?
It seems like it's under control.
I haven't
Nothing's
seen
happened.
shits in Sandy Hook. What the fuck are you talking about? It's a problem over here.
Yeah.
It seems like the only time you should bring it up.
Absolutely. I always chuckle when I hear the Republican talking points. Oh, bodies are barely cooled, and here we are talking about gun control. And I just wondered if Democrats bring that up in the wake of immigration issues like this.
Yeah. Well, there's probably people pissed at us on the left for even mentioning this as if this is an issue. But, yeah, it just sucks, dude, because, this guy comes over here on this FR4 visa, preferential visa for
Why
those
would Democrats be pissed at us for bringing it up, whether this is an issue, immigration?
Immigration?
Yeah.
Well, the same reason you just said for Republicans being pissed at gun control discussions.
We're just bringing up the story, though. I mean, we're not...
Oh, yeah, that's true. We're not taking a side. The other thing that pisses me off about this story is you read time and time again about these people. When you talk about assimilation into a country, like you want someone that takes pride in going somewhere, that wants, like, if you're going to move to Europe or wherever, you would think you would try to assimilate to customs there and kind of embrace your new home, your new place. And what we're seeing time and time again is when you just shuffle a bunch of people in and they don't really have a tie to the country, or like, I want to go there and start a new life and start a business and provide, like, if that's not what you're doing, if that's not it, then you come here and you end up hibernating in your own little cocoon.
Let's say shit really hit the fan in the U.S., and for whatever reason, Bangladesh was the place to be.
Yeah.
And you and like 6 of your family members got shipped over to Bangladesh because there was opportunity there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you try to hunker down with some other Americans and, like, culturally just kind of, like,
yeah, but I wouldn't
grab onto them?
But if I was leaving a shithole, if America was the shithole in the world and I was leaving there to go to the promised land of Bangladesh, I wouldn't try to bring America to Bangladesh. I would go, no, I left that place
if
here.
your religion is the fabric of that, and
then you should stay there.
Yeah.
You should stay. No, I guess here's where I was going with
totally
that.
see why cultures do that, and why people, being thrust into a new land, try to stick together.
Yeah. Well, I don't like when it's
yes,
like...
ideally, wouldn't it be nice? I agree with you. Wouldn't it be nice if everybody who came over here recognized the opportunity that we're providing them?
Yeah. Well, I don't like when I read how people go, oh, he was a fucking asshole. He wouldn't look at anybody. He wouldn't say hello to anybody. He was mean, nasty. Like, you see that with people like this, and it's like, dude, then fucking go home. And then his family has the nerve. We are heartbroken by the violence that was targeted at our city today and by allegations being made against a member of our family. We are outraged by the behavior of law enforcement officials who have held children as small as 4 years old out in the cold and who held a teenager out of school classes to interrogate him without a lawyer. These are not the sorts of actions that we expect from our justice system, and we have every confidence that our justice system will find the truth behind this attack and that we will, in the end, be able to learn what occurred today.
What are they talking about?
Yeah, your fucking kid tried to detonate himself on
he admitted it.
On a crowded subway.
He's laying there with an M80 burn to prove it.
Yeah. So it's like, go home then. Really? Are you kidding me? Oh, they pulled your fucking kid out of school to interrogate him? Yeah, your wonderful little child tried to blow up a subway during rush hour in the holiday season. Sorry if that was an inconvenience to you and your family. You don't like it? Leave. So yeah, the people are like, oh yeah, they moved in the building 5 months ago. The wife was in Muslim garb, head to toe, that whole thing, and wouldn't talk to anybody, and blah blah blah. And it's like, boy, I've heard this story before. Wonderful.
Hey, Hamlin Pub supports the Detroit Cast, so let's make it a point to support them with locations in Rochester Hills, Clarkston, Chesterfield, and 2 of them in Shelby Township. There's one near you. Hamlin Pubs have great food, ice-cold drinks, tons of craft beers, TVs, games, and great entertainment. Come on by or book your reservation today at hamlinpubs.com.
Jay, are you standing hashtag with Keaton Jones?
Oh, don't make me sad. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to watch this kid again.
Why?
It makes me sad.
It doesn't make... Dude, you don't have emotions. Come on, you're fine. You can watch Keaton Jones, can't you?
Why did they bully me?
Why did they bully me? Do you have that video, E, of Keaton?
I don't understand why.
Well, the story's taken quite a turn in the last 24, 48 hours. Have you been up on the turn that this story has taken? Well, this is the video that was posted by young Keaton Jones. He's bullied at school.
I like to watch your videos.
What does he have? He's not a hair lip kid. What does he got going on here that's making it makes it hard for him to talk?
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe a hair lip, but you're telling me no. Is
No,
that-
I don't know that. Usually with a hair lip, you see some sort of scar or something. And he's obviously got something going on. He's a cute little kid. He's a cute little kid down in Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee. Anyway, word was trickling around school that he was going to be bullied at lunchtime, and he'd had enough. He wasn't going to take it anymore, so he called his mom. He's like, I don't know what to do, but I don't want to go to school today because I'm going to get beat up at lunch. And so he asked her to film this video.
What grade?
This video. I don't know. What does he look like? What is he?
5th grade or something?
I was going to say kindergartner, but I don't know. He's either kindergarten,
How old is he?
graduating high
How
school.
old
I
is
don't know.
he? Tell me how old he is.
He is like 11 or something. Shit, why are you asking me this stuff?
Like 5th grade or something.
Dude, I'm not doing a report like Big E here. What are you, top 3 questions you're going to ask? I don't know. He's like 7 to 11, somewhere in there.
Gotcha.
He's at an age where it's acceptable for him to cry as a boy in school.
Yeah.
And so here he
Between
is.
2nd grade and 7th grade, right in that range.
And so he's tired of being bullied, so we get this video that comes out. Go ahead, Ian. Don't cry, JP.
Just out of curiosity, why do they bully?
That's hair lip right
what's
there.
The point
That's
of
hair
it?
lip for
Why
sure.
do you find joy in taking innocent people and finding a way to be mean to them? It's not okay.
What do they say to you?
They make fun of my nose. They call me ugly. They say I have no friends.
What'd they do to you at lunch?
Put milk on me and put ham down my clothes.
Put ham
bread
down my
up
clothes?
me.
Is it just you?
Yep.
Or is it other kids too that feel that way?
Say it's other kids too.
How's that make you feel?
This is where he scores huge
I don't
points.
like that they do it to me, and I for sure don't like that they do it to other
Bam.
people. 'Cause
Boom. Hero.
it's not okay.
Empathy.
Yep.
People that are different don't need to be criticized about it. 'Cause it's not their fault.
Tear going on the cheek.
Took the
This is
issue away
genius.
from himself, made it
But
a larger
if you want to
global
make
issue.
fun of, just
Genius.
don't let it bother you. They suck, I guess.
They suck, yeah.
Hard.
They say they suck or stay strong,
probably
I guess.
get better one day.
It'll
One of the
probably
two.
get better one day.
Man, look at that. Hope for the future.
Looks
This
away.
kid- Wow, was that... That was a production.
You know what it
It's
needed?
NL Productions.
Look, it was
need
almost
a fade
genius.
out?
No, it needed the shooting star with the more you know,
Oh,
and
my
then the
God.
jingle, bing, bing.
It was
bing.
well done. Keaton, it was well done, sir.
Yeah, I don't know how many takes that was, or what.
The look
but-
away. God, the look away.
Oh, the look away. I know the look away, and there's a scar
Yep.
on the
Sure.
side of the
Of
head.
course there
It's
is.
like, make sure you turn stage left, showcasing the scar. Like, it was brilliant, and the flood over the weekend. The flood.
People trying to show that they care about this kid.
It was like, oh yeah, Demi Lovato, you want to show how much you love this kid? Well, let me climb on your back and show you how much I love Keaton Jones. Oh yeah, LeBron James, well let me hop on your back and show you just how much I love Keaton
Was it
Jones.
really LeBron and all those guys? I knew some celebs had jumped on that, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
some big ones,
J.R.
huh?
Smith, a teammate of
J.R.
LeBron's.
Smith. Okay, tell me someone I care about. Come on. Tell me the Gaga cared.
J.R. Smith said something which triggered LeBron.
Okay.
So that's why it becomes important. So LeBron's like, damn right, bullies are straight up whack, corny, cowards, chumps, etc., etc. Keaton, keep your head up, buddy, and push forward. You're the best. It's nice. It's LeBron. He's got the blue check. He referenced you. He didn't offer to take you to a game or anything, but, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. So we'll put that aside. Nice. LeBron mentioned
Took a
us.
moment out of his day to type that in.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Chris Evans starred. Blue check mark.
Oh, he's the Captain America.
Very good, Captain America. Stay strong, Keaton. Don't let him make you turn cold. I promise it gets better. While those punks at your school are deciding what kind of people they want to be in
hefty
this world.
promise.
How would you and your mom like to come to the Avengers premiere in L.A.
There
next
you go.
year?
Bam. See, he's up in the ante.
Boom. Take that, motherfucker, LeBron. I'm bringing him to the L.A. premiere next year. How's that feel? Boom.
Don't you wish there was social media when you were getting bullied in
No.
first and second, eighth
I
grade?
don't.
No?
Dude, could you imagine if E made a video? Oh, dude, you
Fuck,
could have.
dude.
You could have
Fuck.
been at movie premieres, E. You could have been at movie premieres. Not to be outdone, Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo, of course, cares mostly about the Indians right now. He was big, Feather Not Dot. He was big on the pipeline thing. You know, he's out there. He hates white people. Mark Ruffalo.
What does he do?
He plays Hulk Hogan. or not Hulk Hogan, the Hulk in the.
Oh
Avengers,
yeah,
whatever.
I can picture him in
Yeah.
Avengers.
Ruffalo, what you need to know about him: he plays the Hulk. He hates white people, loves feathered, not dot Indians. Pipeline. He hates Donald Trump. He loves and stands with Keaton Jones.
Gotcha.
Keaton, will you be my guest at the premiere of #Infinity Wars? A little plug for his movie. Also, I think you're about one of the coolest kids I've ever seen. Can't wait to meet you in person, pal. Forget those ignorant kids. One day, very soon, they are going to feel pretty stupid for this. So already, he's got 2 movie premieres on his list. This is great. This kid's going to make out better than Clock Bomb guy.
Oh God.
You remember how much he made out?
Hate that kid.
Andy McDowell. Good night, folks. I love Keaton Jones.
Andy McDowell. Remind me.
Andy
He's a-
McDowell.
Bing it. Andy McDowell.
You'll know her.
Oh.
Actress from the 90s.
Yes,
80s.
she's from like 3 Weddings and a Funeral or some
Maybe.
shit.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
of those. She says Twitter can be a very powerful place. The whole world can reach out to Keaton, and that is beautiful. Yeah, you recognize her. Katy Perry. This broke my heart emoji.
Okay.
All right, with a broken
It's
heart
thoughtful.
emoji. Today, please be kind to one another. And then she's got a thing of the thing there. Let's see here. Moving on, we've got Mark Hamill.
Well,
Hamill himself.
Luke himself.
Luke, blue check mark. I verified it. Keaton, don't waste time wondering why a bully would be so mean. They're sad people.
They're on the dark side.
Absolutely they are. Their lightsabers would be red.
Yes.
Who would think they're sad people who think hurting people will make them feel better because they really don't like themselves. They're just jealous because you're so smart and handsome. Love, your friend MH. I'm assuming that means
Star
Mark
Wars
Hamill.
is literally premiering this week. I
know.
mean,
He hashtagged the fuck out of that, right?
He did not,
Oh,
which
wow.
makes me think he meant it.
Yeah.
You know,
No, but I was saying he coulda
didn't. He didn't hashtag Last Jedi. You know,
Yeah,
anything
he's
like that.
pointing out he could have maybe had him do a
Oof.
premiere or something.
no invite to the biggest
Ouch.
movie on the planet coming out this week.
Ouch. Yeah, good point.
I mean, and he's Luke, dude. This isn't just like a producer.
It's fucking Luke Skywalker.
Dude, if Luke Skywalker can't get you to the into the LA premiere, maybe the problem is the LA premiere happened on Saturday and this happened on
Yeah,
Sunday,
yeah.
and so Luke's like, my hands are tied, man.
Right.
And then we start getting deep here. Kelsey Ballerini.
No, I don't.
I mean, but next time I make it home to Knoxville, I'm going to walk into that lunchroom with you and watch the bullies say they are sorry to you. You deserve
Is
that.
there a blue check mark on this?
There is.
Is this a chick or a
Can we
dude?
look up Kelsey Ballerini? Because I don't know who that is.
I've never seen her. Even looking at these images, I've never seen her. But I mean, good looking, I
A
guess.
Nice
singer
tits.
or what? She a country singer or something?
Sure. Sure.
Her what? Yeah, look at it.
Her
Looks
tits.
like
Actress?
Say,
What
her
is she?
tits say actress.
Yeah.
But her
But the-
look there screams
And her
country
statement
artist.
that she'd be in like Nashville with them or whatever.
Yeah. So she's from
one
there.
second. I've never heard of her, so it looks like she's a singer.
Sean Hannity ups the ante a little bit. Sean Hannity coming in
Ups
strong.
the ante.
Ups the ante. If someone can get me the name of the school, the principal, school board members, I will gladly make the calls myself and fix this.
What's he gonna fix?
Bullying ends today. Not on Hannity's watch.
Hashtag.
Not on Hannity's watch.
Oh, spin zone.
Also, let me just say this now that I've cured bullying. If anyone knows Keaton and his parents, I will gladly fly them to New York City to be my guest and visit Fox News.
That's the worst offer yet,
Does
man.
the kid want to visit Fox News? Although the family's from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah, they might be big Fox News
They're
watchers.
big old Fox watchers. I am Cardib.
What? Now we're really scraping, huh?
Yeah,
check mark?
dude.
Blue check mark?
Yeah.
Who the fuck
Mike,
is
where
I
was
am
your-
Cardib? E, get the Bing machine
Mike,
going.
where was your text or tweet?
Yeah, did you chime in?
I
on
don't have a
this?
blue check mark.
But you
so
chimed in.
That
on
chick
Keaton,
was a
right?
singer. by the way.
I thought about inviting him to Radio for One Studios for a tour
Yeah, awesome.
and to bake cookies with us with the team.
You should have. What was the name?
I would
sorry.
like to. I don't think it matters. E, I didn't even
Okay.
highlight it. Madison Beer, you've got a friend of me, Keaton. Keep your head up, rise above, and never change that beautiful, pure, kind heart of yours. Stay strong. No offer for like
Yeah, we're,
anything. Like,
jeez, the offers are waning.
wow.
So he topped out at what?
Wow.
A movie premiere?
Thanks,
Avengers?
Madison.
Is Avengers the best offer?
Let's see. Okay, Dr. Phil, blue check mark.
Yeah.
No, that sucks. Who dude? Catch Me Outside Girl was on Dr.
I know.
Phil, right?
I know, but
No,
okay.
he doesn't get
Hold
Keaton.
on. Hey, Keaton, bullies are the ones with the problems, not you. That's according to Dr. Phil.
That's from a doctor.
You know, I will
Many are
say-
bullied at home and pass it on. Cowards always need an audience. Be strong. I'll come walk the halls and eat lunch with you sometime.
Well, that'd be
Dude,
wow.
would that be weird to have some bald guy, mustachioed bald guy, holding your hand walking through
Oh,
the
that'll
lunchroom?
stop you from getting picked on.
Dude, that's going to double it.
Imagine if you walked through the halls in 2nd, 8th grade with a mustachioed, bald, tall dude.
Right.
Like, you
Oh.
think you'd... Oh, that would solve it, right?
I have to say, Mike, and this
Oh,
goes,
maybe he's not a fuckface. Look at the bald, fat guy with him.
Mike says this all the time, man. And I know we saw this video.
God, that guy's sweet. Look at him.
He's fucking
How
cool after
cool.
all. After all.
Who knew? That guy's
a
like
fucking badass.
6'6", bald with a mustache. He's holding the kid's hand. Shit, we were wrong about Keaton Jones. He really is cool.
Dude, I know he made this video, and I know he's crying, and I know he's claiming bullying. I'm not saying he's a liar.
E, are you claiming Keaton Jones is a liar?
No, but these people are all saying, like, they don't know this kid. And yes, he could be a liar, for one.
E, that was heartfelt. That little guy.
I'm just saying.
He would have
he
been
was
the best
crying on-
actor on the planet.
See those weird
You're
little
not now
tiny
going to tell me the
tears?
news today
Weird
is that
little
this was
tiny
fake,
tears.
are you?
No, I wouldn't do that to you. I will say, Dr. Phil, properly hashtag this. Hashtag I stand with Keaton. Hashtag Keaton Strong. Hashtag Keaton Jones. Got them all in there. Dana White. Now we're talking.
Dana White.
Dana White, fucking hello, owner and president of
Oh,
UFC.
UFC. Gotcha. Okay.
Meet Keaton Jones, very
wow,
smart
he's-
little boy who is being bullied at school. This video is heartbreaking. I want to bring Keaton to Vegas, hang out at the UFC headquarters.
I thought he was going to send some guys out there, some henchmen.
Dude, yeah,
Take care
hell
of
yeah.
business.
He could. He could.
Little arm bar.
If anyone knows how I can reach the family, let me know. Thank you, everyone. Donald Trump Jr., hello. This boy is incredibly brave, and the video really got to me. At Dana White. If he takes you up on your offer to see UFC headquarters, I'd be honored to host him and his family at our place if they need somewhere to stay. Dude, he's staying at the Trumps. He's going to hang out with the UFC. This is getting better.
Yes.
It's getting better. Let's see. Patrick Adams. Do we know who Patrick
No.
Adams? He was bullied constantly growing up, but I don't
Sounds
think
like one
he's
of the
an
revolutionaries
offer.
to me. Patrick Adams. Did he sign the Declaration?
Canadian actor and director. He's best known for playing Mike Ross in a brilliant college debut. I don't know what
Yeah. He didn't offer. He probably didn't have
Skip
anything to
it.
offer.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't offer it. So he just, he's lending support. That's good. Jamie Alexander. It's got a blue check mark. I don't know who that is. Obviously not offering any gifts. We don't even know who it is. Patricia Arquette. You show what you have here is sympathy. You're an amazing man and friend.
What? Did she tweet the wrong person? Or?
I don't know. No
Amazing
hashtags.
man and friend.
No offers for anything. Scooter Braun. Keaton Jones is my inspiration this weekend. Stand up for Keaton. No offers to go anywhere or see anything.
Kind of empty.
Yeah.
Hollow.
I believe Scooter Braun is the manager of Bieber, right?
Oh. Okay.
Now Bieber went above and beyond because Bieber sent out some videos for Keaton.
Yeah.
Do you have any of those? I think there were a few of them. But here's Bieber.
Well, here's I can start this at the beginning. This is the one I thought you wanted to see, but I
Okay.
can start from the beginning here.
And this goes to my point that I had last week about eating on the air and how irritating that is. Like,
Oh, boy.
one or the other. Either show your love for Keaton or eat your food, not at the same time.
Please
but go
do
ahead.
it in landscape if you're going to do it, man.
Fuck. God, is
Well,
he...
my guess, I never think what that is. My guess, those are either Instagram or Snapchat, and those you don't really do landscape, to be honest with you. But-
Yeah. Go ahead. Are you going to start at the beginning, E?
Oh, here, sure.
Getting bullied and people getting bullied. The fact that he still has the sympathy and compassion for other people
Pause for a
when
second,
he's
E.
going through it himself.
I
Bullying
noticed,
people-
and I hope you have this in here, E. He did like multiple videos, 3 videos, and each one it was like,
I like
you're
to watch
you're a
his videos.
you're a boss, you're a player, you're an OG, you're a pimp, you're a Mac, like and I'm just like, are you fucking shitting me? Are you really calling this 5-year-old a fucking Mac and a G? And these people think they're so important and so cool. God, E.
sympathy and compassion for other people when he's going through it himself is a testament to who he is. And this kid is all time. He's a legend. Go check him out. His name's Keaton.
Check him out to
Yeah.
do what, by the way?
He's the GOAT.
Keaton,
He's the
you're a
goat.
damn beast.
You're a
You're a
beast.
boss. You're a
Boss.
legend. Screw those kids. Those kids are a bunch of turds.
Ugh.
He took a big
Keaton,
bite
I
of
just want to
wolf.
say you are a legend. You're a beast. You're a boss. You're an icon.
Yeah.
But I just want to say you're inspiring so many people.
Your goat would have
with
been
your
best,
message
dude. Why did he
and
call
your
him a goat?
authenticity and your realness.
That's what I'd have done. Dude, why did he feel the need to do 3 of those? The first one was fine.
I don't know. And so this goes on, and people were one-upping each other and all this stuff. But then yesterday, some GoFundMes were set up. Boom, 60 grand is raised in no time for him. And then some people, like yours truly, are going, what does 60 grand of the hell have to do with bullying? Like, what's the point of that?
Better. Get him a sweet go-kart or something.
And then people started trolling his mom. His mom posted the video.
Oh, no.
Started trolling her site, and they found that picture.
Oh, Confederate flag. Oh, shit.
Shit. Motherfuckers.
You gotta vet these
racist.
motherfuckers.
He's a fucking race.
Man.
And then
Is
they
that
found-
Keaton?
There's Keaton.
Oh, he's holding the American flag.
But
though.
his buddies hold the Confederate flag.
Gun here, by
You
the
know
way.
what he could say? That ain't my buddy. I don't got no buddies. I get bullied wherever I go.
Everywhere I go, I get bullied.
That ain't
That's
my
what-
buddy.
My flag is America. So hers was hashtagged. Her flag was when she posted that picture was flashtagged like or hashtag like America. Welcome to the dirty South and hashtag Happy 4th.
Oh, man.
She's saying no, you got this all wrong. These were yeah,
Okay, there. Wow.
America.
Hope you know who you're giving your money to on GoFundMe.
Yeah, so people are outraged by this. There was rumor going around yesterday that perhaps, and I don't know that this is true. I'm not saying this is true. I want to be very clear about that. There's rumor going around that perhaps the reason he was bullied in school was for using the N-word in class.
Oh, as awful as it is.
And that's why he was picked on.
Kind of want that to be the story.
I do too. After seeing all these
Oh,
people
man.
leap into the
Sure.
pool of praise for Keaton Jones, I would love nothing more than to find out that his mom is a horrible
God.
racist. They're stealing money from people, and that maybe, just maybe, Keaton was calling people the N-word, which led to him getting ham poured down his shirt and milk poured on his head.
Oh, no.
You still get to go to those premieres or what?
Everybody's
know.
gone. I take it back.
Dude, I don't know. I mean,
I mean,
J.R. Smith said that he and LeBron would take him to a basketball game. I mean, is that off the table? All of a sudden, there is a trickle of support from celebrities coming in. But, dude, those offers are on. You can't renege those offers,
No,
can you?
I don't think you can. Would Keaton be okay with the word renege?
Probably. He would. It's his favorite word. His second favorite word is renege. The mother then defended the Confederate flag pictures. It was meant to be ironic and funny and extreme. I am genuinely, truly sorry. If I could take it back, I would. Now, can we have our money, please? I need the 60 grand money, please.
Isn't it funny, dude? Social media, you never know how it's going to bite your ass down the road.
Yeah. It's so, dude, when these, it's always the same thing. It's like the thing explodes. And this did 20 million shares. 20 million people watched this video.
And somebody goes, who is this lady filming this? Who's this kid?
Let's go back. Let's just look at her pictures. And it's like, bitch. It took 3 clicks to get to 2 Confederate flag pictures, and all of a sudden it's like, the shit is on fire.
Wow.
It's on fire, yeah. And yeah, it's not looking. It's not looking good.
well, but the funny thing is the kid is getting bullied. Not funny, but the thing is the kid is getting bullied. He's young enough that, like, don't, I mean, you
As
don't.
long as it's not him calling people the N-word
Right.
and he's getting bullied, yeah, it's still valid. Your point is right. The point
Yeah.
you're
And
and it's his
making.
mom. That's,
Well, and if it is something like, you know, because we've talked about this before, where if you're from the South, the Confederate flag means different things to different people. It doesn't necessarily mean you're just some, like, oh, there's a Confederate flag in this picture, racist. I mean, you've got pictures of you around the Confederate flag. You had like 9 Confederate flags. You were the
did
least.
not fucking say that, but I had one.
You had multiple. I'm sorry, I was going to give you a compliment, asshole. You're the least racist person I know. You want to date exclusively black chicks or
Let's
guys,
overpower
whatever.
him. That's all it is. It's a power move.
Maybe. But honestly,
Show his dominance.
is the least racist person I know, and he liked it for NASCAR and down south, the dirty. Like, it meant different things. So it doesn't necessarily mean this family is racist.
Right.
But So basically what we've done now is flip the script. As much as we automatically assume they were the greatest people on earth and they need to be paraded throughout the globe and spoiled, the spoils that we can give them, just as quickly we've now deemed them racist as fuck, and now we're going to actually bully the whole family again.
Oh, God.
And so the whole family's being bullied, and it's like, isn't this what we're trying to prevent, is bullying? Aren't you proving the point right now?
Poor Keaton.
Yeah. By the way, very rarely do you see a mom and 4 kids, and the mom is by far and away the hottest one.
Is that right? Let me see.
Yeah, I know the kids are young, but I'm just saying when they get of age, they're not going to be as hot as mom.
Yeah.
Fair to say?
She done fucked up. She ended up with some backwood hillbilly guy.
You done fucked up, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't you? I mean, of all the kids there in the picture,
No,
and
you're
the mom,
right.
you bang the mom
The
first,
young
right?
girl at the bottom doesn't look too bad.
The one with the pig face or the one with the fat face?
No, the darker hair.
Yeah, she's not bad.
But yeah, the 2 younger kids.
Oh, contrairement frere. I would look
Let me see.
again.
Let me see.
I think, yeah.
Trying to find that.
Just because she's next to the pig-faced one does not make her that pretty.
I didn't
No
call
offense.
her that pretty. I mean, she's not ugly. She's just.
You know, so here's another image of her, and I think it.
No, I'm
Side-
kidding. I'm fucking around. They're cute kids. They
No,
are.
but I think this image shows
The
that
pig face kid.
What?
that one down there is the one that we are thinking, and the other image is not
I
as bad
see
looking.
different fathers in that group for sure.
Do you? Oh, wow. Really?
The oldest girl has a different father than the younger 2 kids.
You think?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, I
No
see
question,
similarities.
I bared it.
Yep. Oh, boy. Settled. Anyway,
everybody.
I can't wait to follow this story
Oh, I know.
and see how many things he gets to go do.
Please use our affiliate links, y'all. You'll see them on Amazon. Or you'll see our Amazon and Groupon links above the fold at DetroitCast.com. Click on them. Shop away. It doesn't cost more. The key is, however, that you click through our links, so you access those sites through our links. With Christmas right around the corner, the Yuletide, Amazon is the place to shop. Also, make sure you're shopping MyPillow.com.
Yes, my pillow.
For all your betting-related needs, use TDC code for the very best discount there at MyPillow.com.
Yes, use my patented feel. Today, dude, we've reached it. Today, at time of recording, is Tuesday. The election, the special election going on down
Roy
south.
Moore.
Roy Moore and Doug Jones, is it?
Something
like that. Does anyone care? Who are you pulling for there? Do you care? I mean, do you want the Republican in office just because you lean right?
I'd like for shit to get done.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean putting a Republican in office will make Congress do anything, but it's just, I guess it smooths the way a little bit for more shit to get done. I don't know. I
Sure.
don't know.
Yeah.
The guy certainly sounded like a creep when we read all those stories, so I don't know.
Being banned from a mall, dude, I can't get over
Yeah.
that. When 14 people say, "Oh yeah, he was banned from the mall," including a couple cops, I believe it.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about this.
You know, there are a lot of people, and this is an argument that's hard to make because it sounds creepy as shit. But to a lot of people down south, like dating underage or not underage, young girls is not that out of the ordinary. That's why a lot of people, they're being made fun of like crazy for being like, yeah, what's the problem? He was 35, she was 16.
Yeah, she was 16.
That's legal. You know that's legal.
Grass
so what's
on
the
the
problem?
infield. Play ball.
What is the What is the hang up out here with all you people? And it's like there's a lot of people that believe that. Like
That's the old stereotype. Everybody from up here talks about Kentucky that way. And
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. So Roy is pulling out all the stops. Today's the big push, and so last night they had some rallies. His wife spoke. His old Vietnam buddy spoke, and I don't know that they helped him as much as they would have liked to.
From what I've read, everybody's saying like if the Republicans get out and vote, he should win.
yeah.
If
Handily.
Yeah, if they don't, if this will be an indicator of how much support Trump still has, because if people stay home, then it's like, well, that Make America Great Again thing just isn't still hanging on, and the Dems were able to mobilize their people because for once, like a Senate seat is in play for the Democrats down there for 30 years or whatever. They
25 years. Yeah.
So it's like, wow, my vote could matter if I go show up and vote.
It'll be interesting because I've seen polls that are like, wow, all of a sudden Roy Moore pulled ahead by 6 points, and then yesterday it was like Roy Moore's down by 10 points, but another poll said he was up by 9 points. It's like,
Who believes polls
stop
anymore?
listening to these fucking polls. But anyway, we had Moore's military buddy back in Nam, his buddy Bill Stale, defended the senator.
He's an honorable man.
He is a very honorable man, and I'm going to tell you how I know it to be a fact. So he was talking to all these pedophilia accusations is lies, and I can prove it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
His Vietnam buddy can prove it. Okay.
And here's how.
Go.
So he's like, there was a time we were in Nam together, and we accidentally, and I want to stress, We accidentally entered a teen brothel while serving in Nam. This is the guy that's defending him against pedophilia.
This is what it's come to.
We accidentally stumbled into a teen brothel in Nam. Now,
Roy only got his dick sucked.
shut up.
thereupon.
Let me finish. Yeah, he only got blown. Only got blown by one girl, and then we exited. So he says, I can tell you what I saw, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I mean, it was just open vagines on young girls. So he says, I don't want to. There were certainly pretty girls.
God, dude, don't Asian girls just look generally young? I know that's just
Yeah.
a stupid stereotypical thing to say, but
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine walking into a teen Asian brothel?
In
Like, they
Nam?
must look like they're 9 years old, man.
They were certainly pretty girls, and they were girls. I want to stress they were girls. They were young. Some were probably very young. These are quotes from the stage. Some were probably very, very young. The candidate said to me, and as this is my testament to more, the candidate said to me, we shouldn't be here, I'm leaving. That was Roy. Honorable, disciplined, morally straight, highly principled.
So let me get this straight. They knew they were walking into a brothel. His only objection was
Not
it
a
was-
teen brothel.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and it was accidental, dude. We thought we were going into Toys R Us. We were going to grab some kids, send some stuff to send back to the kids back home, and it turned out it was a teen brothel.
No, what does he say?
Nam.
Does he say they meant to be going into a brothel? What was it?
He says we accidentally entered a teen brothel. Let me finish. Hold it. Let me finish. Dude, like, look, a teen brothel is going to look much like a strip club, right? If you and I are stumbling down the street, I'm assuming that it's going to have, like, you're going to know right away that you've entered a teen brothel.
They're selling sex
I
therein.
don't know, dude.
They're selling
Yes,
sex
in
therein.
In Vietnam,
Yes,
in those
dude.
days,
Yes.
I don't believe that
We
necessarily.
love you long time will be uttered.
You would know from the outside that, holy shit, this is where you get to fuck
Yes.
kids. Oh, this is where you go to fuck
I don't
kids.
I think it'll be clear.
necessarily.
This is where you go
E-
to fuck. This is where you go to fuck.
Yes.
No question about it. Whether it's kids, adults, whatever.
Are you really going to dispute this?
Yeah,
Like
how are
it's
they going
like
to get
it's-
people
am.
in off the street, man?
So they're going to set it up to
They're
look like a
shaking
toy
their
store
cans out front,
No,
man.
I think that
to
there'd
trick
be,
you into walking into
that's
a
not
brothel.
what I'm saying. I think that in a place like Vietnam back then in the wartime, I could see there just being shitty buildings and people just kind of know that's where you go, dude. This is where you go for this.
Is he
shit.
watching no war movies?
No, you've
He's
never
watched
seen
none.
Me Love You Wrong Time.
Fine, you're right.
$10 get you anything you
You're right. A
want.
movie is a
Anything-
perfect way to
anything.
prove that you're right.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Yes, a movie with Robin Williams. You're right. It's going to prove that I'm wrong.
I would just think that, like, if we were going up there, it'd be like, man, I got your back, Jay. I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna tell him what a principled, highly principled guy you are, and you would stop me and go, dude. By the way, if you're thinking about proving that point by talking about the time we accidentally stumbled into a teen
Yeah,
brothel,
it's
Nam,
like,
let's not
cut it, man.
And certainly don't say how young and hot the chicks were. For sure, they were definitely girls, young and hot, but some of them were definitely way young. Like, let's just avoid that story completely. And then his wife, trying to get away from the anti-Semitic claims, which are kind of bullshit.
I didn't know there were anti-Semitic claims,
Oh
too.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know what? He had called out, said like, there's a special place in hell for people like George Soros. You know, basically funding the Democratic Party and what George
it's
Soros does.
anti-Semitic?
He's Jewish, so obviously you hate Jews. You're anti-Semitic. See how easy it is to twist a story into something? Yeah. And so she got up next after his Nam buddy, this is Kayla now, and said she was suggesting it was the media's fault that people think her husband doesn't support the black, nor do they like the Jew. She says, I tell you all this because I see you all, and I want to set the record straight while we're here. One of our attorneys is a Jew.
His name's Rothstein or something. Something like that. There's a Steen on the end.
There's a Thal or a Steele, like a Walton Thal or a
We got a
Rosenstein. Or there's a Berg. It's a B-E-R-G, Berg, at the end of his name.
So what you think about that?
Yeah, our lawyer is a Jew. If I hated him, he wouldn't be my lawyer. That dude. Our lawyer's a Jew. What do you say about that? How does that sound? You don't feel stupid now? Yeah. I sometimes serve on missions with rabbis and Jews. Don't you feel stupid now? Vote for Roy Moore. Thank you. Woo. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. But I think you could find, I would rehearse my stories of how we're going to defend Roy by jumping up on stage and going, "Our lawyer's a Jew."
That's what it's come to, man. This race is a mess.
It sure is. It sure is. Anyway, let's take a break, and then, unfortunately, we're going to have to make some class announcements.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Is this someone I like?
Yeah, I think, well, you used to.
Okay.
All right, we'll get into that and more next. It's bad.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break.
Hi, Michael Kowalski here, fourth generation of the Kowalski meat dynasty. But you can just call me the Sausage King of Detroit. And you know what, my friends? It's time. Time to roll out the grill, crack open the Jack's potato salad, sizzle up some sausages, pass out the pierogies, ice those beers, and unfold those chairs. Because grilling season is here, and it's time. Time to eat like a king. I'm Michael Kowalski, and I approve my message.
The Detroit Cast continues now, bitches. Here's Mike and Jay.
All right, welcome back to the Detroit Cast, powered by DealsInTheD.com. It's Mike and Jay.
Deals in the D.
My lawyer is a Jew. How do you answer that? Not one of them converted ones either. It's straight up real one.
A yarmulke wearing Jew.
Yep, he wears that Yamakazi thing on his head every week when he goes to temple.
Spins the dreidel.
Yep. Celebrates that candlelight and bullshit at the holidays.
That shit's on, by the way, isn't it?
Today,
Today.
First day.
Is it Chanukah? Chanukah starts today, yeah.
Eight crazy nights, sons of bitches.
Hell yes. We need to get our Sandler song out.
Let's spin our dreidel, gentlemen. We need some gemf or whatever it was. Hold on.
Yeah, that, yeah, what was it?
What was it? It's, we need, each player gets the same amount of gelt.
Gelt.
Or gelt.
Gelt.
Candy or nuts. Each player puts one piece in the pot. The first player, youngest to oldest, spins the dreidel and follows the instructions represented by whichever letter falls on the top. There's shin, chai, gimel, and nun.
I don't want nun. I want gelt. Gelt.
After a player gets a gimel and empties the pot, each player puts one more piece in the pot. Everyone gets a turn. When you're finished playing, you can eat the candy or nuts. Ask your parents first.
Yeah, you don't
Bottom
wanna
line is we
overdo it.
need some gelt.
Gelt.
Yeah.
What was that delicious candy we ate yesterday? That,
Oh my God, Turkish Delight. We mentioned Turkish Delight maybe a year ago. And
Yeah.
so at Hamlin, a listener brought us a couple boxes of it. And he was like, dude, I've never had this. I have no idea if it's any good, but it made me think of you guys when I saw it. So we busted it out yesterday. I do not recommend the Turkish Delight.
No, I can't say that I either. The packaging is suspect.
It's gelatinous.
Sunny Delight, yes. Turkish Delight, no. I mean,
I'd probably say no to Sunny Delight, dude. That's not even orange juice, is it? Really?
The Turks haven't missed on everything.
It's orange drink.
The Turks are spot on, I think, on like turkey, shit like that. But,
Turkish got turkey right, yeah, they did.
God, man, Turkish Delight, it's supposed to be a confectionery item. And it comes in a little square, and once you get it out of the packaging, it's all stuck to it and everything, then it's gelatinous, right? You bite into it, and it's like a taste it's unfamiliar.
Well, the cover looks so inviting. It's this gelatinous square that you point out, and then it's rolled in confectioner's sugar, like that powdered sugar stuff.
Yeah, with pistachios in the middle and
and
such.
it's just...
It was one of the grossest things I've eaten in a while, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I couldn't even swallow it. I
The
spit it out.
Turks did not get that right. They need to go back to the drawing board for that one. Now, are you guys ready for some quick morning announcements?
Sure.
All right.
I hope it's no one I care about, Mike.
Sorry, this will just take a second. I believe it's Meatloaf Tuesday. And please, if we may have your attention, folks, we're going to need Eric Weinberg, Marshall Falk, Heath Evans, Eric Davis, Ike Taylor, Donovan McNabb, and Warren Sapp to report to the principal's office immediately. Well, that is Warren Sapp, Donovan McNabb, Ike Taylor, Eric Davis, Heath Evans, Marshall Falk, and Eric Weinberg to the principal's office.
I recognize many as NFL players, former NFL players, but some of them I don't.
Yeah, well, we've got a girl here, worked at the NFL Network, was fired a year ago, claimed she stole some clothes. She takes issue with that. Wrongful firing. Oh, and by the way, I was sexually harassed by all these men while I worked there.
Clothes. What is it? You get wardrobe contributed by some designer or something, and probably not allowed to keep it. Got to give most of it back. And she took some.
Well,
allegedly,
what she claims is, listen, I'm the wardrobe bitch for this network, and my job is to dress and clothe a few of these guys. You give me no wardrobe budget, so I pay for a lot of that out of my own pocket, my own credit card.
Really?
Which
that
makes
seems
no
very
sense.
Sketchy.
And then, so her lawyer says, so if they've got her on video taking clothes home, they were clearly her own clothes. This is an outrage. By the way, she was sexually assaulted. So she's going for, punitive damages alleging age, sex discrimination, sexual harassment, hostile work environment, wrongful termination, and defamation. Those are all the big ones, right?
Pretty standard, yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones you want on your checklist, though, if you're saying I was bullshit fired. So, part of her job duties, a closet full of clothes for on-air talent. Now, Eric Weinberger sent her several...
He's a player, former player? I don't recognize that name.
No, he's one of the guys. I think he's one of the guys that does the hiring or something there.
I was going to say, sounds Jewish to me. Sounds like he needs some gimel or some gelt.
Gelt. So he sent her several nude pictures of himself and some explicit texts. He once told her that she was put on this earth to pleasure him, adding that he once pressed his crotch against her shoulder and asked her to touch it. So I'm
It's a
assuming,
dick on the shoulder thing.
Dude, I love the
been through
parrot. The parrot on the shoulder. Wow, there's a parrot on your shoulder, and you turn, and there's a dong there. Marshall Falk. Marshall Falk for his part.
Former great running back.
Oh, tremendous! I mean, with the Rams, that was the greatest show on
Colts.
turf, and the Colts. Yep, he was drafted by the Colts, I believe. He asked her deeply personal, invasive questions about her sex life. Asked her what her favorite position is. I think that's a fair question. I don't have a problem with that.
steam on these fucking things.
Whether she was into oral, does she date the black? She also accused Falk of fondling her titties and groping her buttocks. Instead of saying good morning, Mr. Falk greeted her by fondling her tits and groping her butt.
Go black.
So that's how he would say good morning to her, was just a quick titty grab.
You know, the Vulcans have their,
Right.
salute.
Right.
Nanu Nanu is what Mork from Mork does.
Nanu
and
Nanu was huge.
Marshall Falk apparently grabs titty and ass.
Yeah. And who doesn't love, honestly, if you
As
get permission.
as per the custom. I'd just be like, that's my custom. I'm
Dude, that's my
Marshall
thing.
Falk.
Whatever. Are you racist against me and my customs? I grab titties and butts. As time went on, he became a little more aggressive. He invited her to the hotel room. Occasionally pull his dick out in front of her, point his crotch, and ask, "When are you going to get on this already?" He also pinned her against the wall, demanded oral while he pulled his dick out. So, I mean,
Like, you know what?
I wasn't there.
Mike always said it's not funny because of what but it's funny based on
So
I can't
absurd.
Right, I can't
believe these guys
Yeah.
are doing this.
I could never imagine saying that or doing that in that context.
Heath Evans, for his part, he was more of a journeyman fullback. Some people
Are you
may
going to get
remember
on this
him.
or what? Like, are you?
Yeah, when are you going to get on this? Point, and the point to it, too.
Yeah.
As if having it out isn't enough. You need to point, like, no, I'm not talking about getting on this. I'm talking about getting on this, right here, my dick that's out in your face.
Get it?
Get it. When are you going to get on this?
My penis. In you. Let's go.
Heath Evans, fullback for the Patriots and other teams, journeyman kind of guy, but he's accused of propositioning her multiple times, made some lewd overtures. He sent photos of himself to her on at least a couple of occasions.
Do we have an image of her, Biggie?
Yeah, well, I can show you her, and that's what I wanted to take issue with too.
Is it a just look at her defense?
No, but here, I'll show you, and he can pull it up. But
Yeah,
fine.
it's just
Sorry,
fine. A
attractive
little
woman.
older. Wouldn't you expect this
Milfy.
was going on with a 23-year-old?
that's what I was picturing. Yeah, something
Dude,
in
that's
her
the
20s.
same question I asked, and it's funny. This morning, the stories I had they often don't include a picture of the victim. And so, but they had her name, and so I knew there would be something out there. So I start typing
Binging
in,
it?
I start binging Jami. I got as far as Jami,
And boom.
and then Cantor photograph was what filled in. Okay,
Everybody wondered.
Everybody who was image searching, whether they were using Yahoo or Bing or I don't know if there's another one out there, but they were wondering what this broad looked like. And so Heath, he made several comments that were including saying he needed to get in there. I need to get in you deep and hard. That's a quote. Eric Davis, not Eric Davis.
Eric Davis, former Niner.
He was a great
Safety or cornerback?
cornerback. Yeah, he's a little cornerback back in those days. Probably their last Super Bowl in '96, whatever that was. Steve Young, but then he moved on and went to I think Carolina.
Yeah,
and
yep.
and had a great rest of his career there. And I hated him for that because he left in the prime of his career. However, Eric Davis does a lot of he was anyways doing a lot of local, like what would be Fox 2's Hammer.
Okay.
And Belizean coverage. He does the same thing out in San Francisco for the 49ers. At least he did. Anyway, she's accused him of coming into her office asking for help with his clothes so he could grab and push and rub his body against hers. And then he would say stuff like, I want you so bad, which is kind of lame. I want you so bad. My cock is so hard because of you right now. It's your fault that my cock is so hard. He needed, let's see, you look like you would be an animal in the sheets.
The sheets.
Is there any sort of allegation that these guys all got together and would talk to her in this way, or is she claiming that they all did this independent of one
I know that
another?
is kind of weird to
Because
me.
it sounds like something like they had some competition or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck that shit.
I'm going to hit that shit before you do.
Or one of them did hit that shit, and it was like, she hit shit.
Yeah.
You ought to go hit that shit, too.
Well, I have an
And
opinion
shit.
on this. I want to get it all out on the table, and get your opinion, but I have my own opinion about this. Oh, back to Eric Davis. He did say at one point, "I can't handle your butt. It is so luscious." I can't handle your butt. It's too luscious.
Luscious.
Also said that he wanted to. I want to choke you from behind until you beg me to stop. And then there was one time.
These guys have really offered the cornucopia of sexual experiences, haven't they?
They really
And it's
have.
sort of
I
like,
mean,
whatever you want, we've got something for you.
Yeah, that's very, very true. I mean, the table.
Whatever
is-
you're into.
Yeah, anything is there. He also at one point was working. She was working in the studio, and she's on a ladder, and so he was like, "Perfect. I'm gonna grab her butt and then slide my hand in between her legs and touch her vagine." Which I can't say I haven't done that to Beth. Honestly,
Yeah.
I can't say I haven't.
Kind of done that too.
Ike Taylor, cornerback for the Steelers, accused of sending sexually explicit photos of him and video of him jacking himself off in the shower.
See, again, the cornucopia. It's sort of like, what
Yeah.
are you into?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to be choked? Do you want me to talk about your luscious bottom?
Do you want a jack-off video?
Video? I mean, jacking it
Are
in the
you
shower?
into videos?
Let's see here. Donovan McNabb went a different route. He's accused of texting her comments such as, "Hey, by the way, I was wondering, are you a squirter?" And then asked her to come to dinner with him, which doesn't seem bad, but he did the capital C,
C-U-M.
capital U, capital M. Come to dinner. I can't say I haven't used that myself. So
Really? That's
Yeah.
really, wow, Mike.
Yeah,
Expect better of you.
I've stopped doing that, but there was a day. Warren Sapp is accused of coming into the bathroom, not coming into the bathroom, but just walking into the bathroom
Presenting himself in the bathroom.
as Cantor was prepping a wardrobe, and he just whips it out and starts whizzing in the urinal. And she was like, "Please stop. You need to get out of here." And Sapp replied, "Sorry, Mama, but your office shouldn't be our shitter." Which is a great point. If they put her office in the men's shitter.
I was gonna say when you said urinal, I said
Yeah,
that was
maybe
my thought.
really
Why
had
is
to
there a
go, yeah.
urinal in her area?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one seems somewhat forgivable, perhaps.
I would agree. Warren Sapp also, by the way, I mean, holiday season, it's the gift-giving time of year.
The Yule log.
Yeah, well, no, 3 years in a row he's given her sex toys. So, as Christmas gifts.
Fuck, man.
I forgot. His favorite thing to do is get into work and be like, "Look at a bitch I fucked over the weekend," and then pull up nude photos galore of any chick he bangs. Mark Watts, NFL's network's talent coordinator, comments he made about her body, asking her questions about her sex life. How many of these guys, the talent, hit on you? I bet they all want to bang you. It's part of the job when you look the way you do. And that's what he said to her. She claims she was discriminated while working there because of her sex and age. One of the guys, they would touch her butt, her breasts, point to their private parts in front of her. So, Anyway.
Sounds like a decent case if she has some texts.
Yeah, I know. What do you think? I mean, is any of that acceptable on any level? Is there any level of
Warren said,
oh, wow, you asked for it.
Pissing in the urinal in front of her.
Yeah, you think that's okay? Because if they did, in fact, put her office in the men's shitter.
He really had to go.
Yeah, that's not fair. Now, here's what I think is going on here, and this goes to your point, Jay, which you have made eloquently over the years, which is it's all fun and games until she gets fired and stops having fun, and then she's got a treasure trove of shit.
Oops.
To attack you with, and now you're stuck defending.
Going, no, it was all just fun and games.
Dude, now you have to defend. Man, your butt is so luscious.
Isn't it true, sir, that you said your butt is so luscious?
Damn it. Yeah, but you had to be there, man. It was, first off, it was luscious. But secondly, fuck, man. We were all having fun together. We were joking around. Shit, Falk just pulled his dong out and pointed at it and said, "When are you going to get on this?" I imagine this chick was probably a ball of fun with those guys. Flirty as shit.
Speculation and conjecture.
Agreed. But I don't know that you have 9 fucking guys on the set over and over and over.
Speculation and conjecture.
I'm speculating and conjecturing. I don't give a shit. I've been in environments like this where it's all fun and games until, dude, if that chick is going, "You guys are pigs, get the fuck away from me." She's not 3 years in a row getting sex toys from Sapp. This screams to me, speculation and conjecture, that she was playing along for a decade with these guys. They thought they were friends. They thought they were in a safe place. They talked about.
It's just as possible she wasn't.
Yep. And I'm not saying it matters. It doesn't matter. You've made that very clear, and in a court of law, it won't fucking matter. If she feels this way, sorry. She was a hostile work environment. Maybe she played along because she felt she had to keep her job, blah, blah, blah. It's too easy of a case to bury a guy in. And that's probably what will happen to these guys.
Absolute
so
fools.
They've all been suspended as they look into this, blah, blah, blah. And we'll see where her lawsuit goes. But, boy, that's basically the whole on-air team for NFL Network.
That you could become an absolute football expert. Like, you would be able to call defenses, call offensive plays, no problem. You'd be able to recognize shifts. You'd recognize everything.
What you couldn't
6
do...
weeks, 40 hours a week.
Yes.
Mike, don't discount yourself. You're a smart guy. 40 hours a week.
I appreciate that.
Think about it. Split it. You could go 2 weeks offense. No, go 3 weeks offense, 2 weeks defense, 1 week special teams.
Yes, I think I could become expert enough to call a game, and you wouldn't know that I just learned this stuff.
I totally agree with you. I think this is bullshit when these guys try to contend that this is some kind of brain surgery.
Well,
I heard this discussion on sports radio recently. A couple guys, it was annoying the fuck out of me because one of them was like, "Oh, are you kidding? No way could you do that? Oh my god, I could never call a game like these guys do." And the other guy's like, "Yeah, I think I could. Honestly, I think I could." And I'm thinking, dude, I'll give you 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you'd be a fucking genius. You'd be Bill Parcells, man.
There's probably little things that you wouldn't get.
That you just get through experience. Like,
yes.
Like the game day decisions, the decision-making, clock management, and so forth. That you kind of have to have
See,
some
I don't even
experience
think that would be that hard. I think, what would be hard, like, they run basically the same plays. It's a trap this way, and then the guard peels off and goes the other way, and it's a double. You know, like those. What would be hard is breaking down the language, breaking down
I totally disagree with
dude.
that.
You honestly think you could do those XY 23?
Give me
zip,
6 weeks.
Zip scat.
Give me
scat 1-1 Omaha 23 on 3 break.
Give me 1 day of 10 hours. Do you know what you could fucking take in 10
books
hours?
Are thick, man.
10 hours. Do you know what you could fucking learn in 10 hours? Do not be tricked into thinking that this is brain surgery, man. These guys are so replaceable. Get rid of them unless they have great personalities, which I think Warren Sapp or whatever, he's outspoken. He's a funny guy, whatever. Am I wrong? No,
I don't. Dude, I don't. There's very few of them that I.
So replace them. Get some other guys in there. There's
of course,
thousands of other players. Fuck them.
What was my
point?
What was I gonna say? Shit. It doesn't matter. You're probably right. And I was gonna ask you, do you mean a 10-hour workday of yours or like mine?
10 hours. Concentrate on something for 10 hours. Is that possible?
Dude.
I know. You could
over
take a
break. Month or like in 10 hours? Do I have to concentrate for 10 hours over a month or in 10 hours?
DealsInTheD.com has several dealerships
shit.
for listeners to choose from. One that doesn't get enough attention is Zott M59 Toyota in Waterford. Yes, they have the same ridiculous deals you've come to expect from our friends at Zott, as well as a full... This is really distracting. As well as a fully certified state-of-the-art body shop. So get to Zott M59 Dodge Ram in Highland, Zott M59 Chrysler Jeep in White Lake, Zott M59 Toyota in Waterford, or, of course, Zott Ford in Holly. Support our podcast while enjoying a world-class experience on your next new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, only from DealsInTheD.com.
I feel like that was a complicated read, you know?
Yeah.
Because I was still wrapping up my conversation with Big E, and then...
I put 10 hours in on it and mastered it.
You really, honestly, no bullshit, think that breaking down the language of plays, because every word in those plays, those mile-long
like
plays...
fucking brain surgery.
No, dude, I'm not saying that.
Just hold on. Give yourself a month. If you worked full-time for a month, you don't think that you could pick up fucking NFL offense, defense, special teams?
I do. I don't know that I could memorize their language, though, the way they do. But as far as
you're selling yourself short.
I think we could come pretty damn close right now to breaking down a lot of
That's
NFL
what I'm
plays.
saying.
Yeah, I don't think it's that complicated.
So dude, I know you don't do this much, but if you concentrated like all day long, work day, and you made it like, I'm going to work now, and you grabbed your lunch pail and you drove somewhere and you sat down in your office and you started studying this, and then 4 hours later you took a lunch and you came back after an hour and then you
15 minutes.
Put
that's
4
all
more hours in, and then you headed home, and then 2 hours at night.
Banged your fucking
10-hour day.
Banged your girl after
dinner. You do that for 6 weeks, dude. You would know that fucking league like the back of your hand.
Yeah, you're probably right. Honestly, you're probably right. That's probably a fair statement. But so you're basically saying all those guys are dumb. The stereotype is true that athletes are dumb.
I'm not saying they're... And they probably are, because they only know slivers of what they need to know in order to get through their game, right? So Warren Sapp doesn't know the offense. Yeah,
but usually I'm actually kind of surprised how much those guys can break down some of that stuff. And maybe it's because a lot of those guys played offense earlier in their careers.
You're
in
giving
high
them.
school and
My point
college.
is, you give football players way too much credit when you
I
think of
don't.
this as brain surgery.
No, I didn't
So
say it
fire
was
those
brain
fucking
surgery.
guys, move in 5 others who aren't sexual harassers, and we're done.
All right.
Got to tell you about the Hamlin Pub. 5
Please
locations:
do.
Clarkston, Chesterfield, Rochester, 2 in Shelby Township. Hamlin Pub offers a wide selection of craft beers. Most are brewed right here in Michigan. They have great happy hour specials Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Half off appetizers on Monday. Check out all their specials. All 5 locations at hamlinpubs.com. Yes, we do have some email. However, before we get to email,
Well, before you even get to those, we mentioned that last count, and we don't know exactly how it's going, but Mike Massey's show at the Hamlin Pub, February 2nd, it's going to be at the Hamlin Pub at 25 in Van Dyke, in Shelby Township, had, I think, 20 tickets left.
okay.
So if you were on the fence, wanted to go to that, it will be sold out before probably the day's out. So if you wanted to
Obviously.
be one of those people, your chance to go to that show is dwindling. It might even be over.
It might have dwindled.
So, yeah, could be.
Full dwindle.
Yes.
All right, we've received post, and this one has been sent via airmail from London.
Oh, okay.
From Joanne.
Oh, well.
I expect this bit to be read out, she
Top
says.
of the morning to you.
Hello from England.
Bonjour.
Thank you for making me feel so welcome. This is the chick who came to Hamlin to meet Jerry.
Yeah, I remember.
It was really nice to meet you all, and I had a great night. Please have a word with Nick about letting, quote, his girl come stay again. Love, Joanne. Hugs and kisses.
Hugs and kisses, tea for all.
This is from Worcester, historic cathedral city. Look, it's beautiful. It reminds me of Cambridge.
Wow, look at that. Where's that, where's the River Cam?
Yeah, that's a different spot. That's Worcester.
Do you think she has tea and crumpets every morning? Is that like a popular thing, or is that just like a...
Dude, yeah.
Is that just like a stereotype? You think she woke up this morning and was like, no, I'll have my tea and crumpets
I
now.
bet she had tea.
No crumpets? Why would you fucking not have crumpets?
Some people don't eat crumpets.
Dude, I would totally eat crumpets if I was there.
I would eat curds and whey.
I would have coffee and crumpets. Fuck tea.
We got this one from Mike.
Yeah.
See,
it's the best postcard we've ever gotten.
Yeah, Mike gets it. Mike, I think
It is.
I think he sent us one from Frankfurt with boobs on it before. Now he
love
sent
it.
us one with an ass on it.
Dude, it's the best postcard we've ever gotten.
Fellas, sorry couldn't find a boobs card this time. I hope that this makes up for it. Stay classy. Bye for now, BUI. Mike, fun fact, see the other side.
Yeah, the butt.
Yeah.
Didn't you used to be a titties man for the longest time, and I always fought with you on this.
I have grown to appreciate the ass
I am
so much.
so happy to know that you finally
I've
admitted.
never discounted the ass, but I was always definitely I
You
leaned
were-
hard toward titties.
You leaned hard
Yes.
towards titties, and I was always like, Jay, tits are for kids, man. It's about the ass. You need the good ass. And Jay was just like, he would scoff. You would scoff.
I wouldn't say scoffed. at
You
us.
scoffed when you were young, in your youth. You scoffed.
I think many
When you're
young
young,
men
all
are
the asses
enamored.
look good, so I think you just don't. You just assume that
Yeah,
asses are like that.
Like I
so,
said, I grew to appreciate the ass.
And when you're older, you realize you look around, you see a lot of shitty asses, and you're like, yeah,
asses.
Big fat ass. No, I always knew that. I always knew that, boy, trouble is on the horizon for the ass. The titties are going to hang in there way better than the ass, so you really want to focus on the ass. And I'm so glad that you've come around on that and are more respectful of the ass.
I respect them both now, but you're absolutely right. I respected the titty more. Aaron writes in from Texas Scenic
yeah,
Tours.
Texas.
I thought everything in Texas was big, exclaiming at an old lady from a bus looking at a
Hell
flasher.
Oh, so she's saying he's
See?
got a tiny dong.
He's got a tiny dong, that guy.
But that's relative, dude. Who knows how many massive, giant dongs that bitch has sat on in her
does look
old
like
age.
She's taking some big dong. Number one, fun fact, Texas ranks 44th in the nation for high school graduations.
Really?
Texas has the 4th highest teen birth rate, but are dead last in first trimester prenatal care. Interesting.
Those don't sound like great facts.
Texas is 50th in voter turnout and 48th in voter registration.
They're first in ass kicking, though.
Texas has the 4th highest bankruptcy rate. Texas has the 7th highest number of people living below the poverty line.
Boy, if I was in Texas,
I wouldn't have thought that. Honestly, in Texas, the 7th most highest number of people living below the poverty line. That's interesting.
Wow.
Texas no longer offers special last meal to condemned inmates. Instead, inmates get the same slop everyone else does.
That's bullshit.
That's beautiful. That's smart.
Wait, that's the whole thing? That's boy. If I was in Texas, I'd be offended by that postcard.
Oh, I missed one. Houston, Texas is the only U.S. city without zoning laws.
That's a really random, kind of nasty postcard about Texas.
Yeah. Save the rest for tomorrow, man.
We've also heard, thanks to Joe Rogan's stand-up special, that Texas has more tigers in captivity than there are tigers on the remainder of the planet. There are more tigers kept as pets in Texas homes.
That's crazy.
Than there are tigers in the planet. That's awesome. What a great fact.
You are strung out.
And he knew that people were going to go bullshit. And he's like, bing it. From the stage, he was like, go ahead, bing it. So I believed. I didn't bing it, but I trusted him because he was so adamant. All right, is that it?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get on out of here. We are confirmed, Jay, by the way, for Star Wars The Last Jedi. Friday, first showing, 9:30 a.m. We will be there.
So there's no 12:01 a.m.?
Well, no, there are midnight showings.
Yeah.
Somewhere, but at this theater. Which one is it? The Imagine and Novi?
Imagine.
Yeah.
The grand opening of the renovated Imagine Theater.
Yeah. I got to look at that.
92-foot screen.
Something like that.
92 foot wide, 42 high or something, or 48,
yeah,
whatever.
I've got a press release about the facts about it. We should take a look at it because it sounds very impressive, this new theater. If you were looking to do it, I imagine there's probably going to be a few people going to that movie.
I imagine.
On Friday. Do you imagine? All right, let's get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for hanging with us. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll see you then.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.